Hello everyone! So here's a new video on Kamael. So I just wanted to show the really insane setup that I'm using. I just figured it's fun, so I've actually done mono teams with all of them. As you can see, these are the benefits that I'm going with. So first of all, we have the skill damage, we have crit damage, and we have attack immunity, depending on if you're playing range or melee. And then we have select artifact, store artifact, rejuvenation, and I just put the dragon lover there. It's just really cheap, so I figured why not. And that's your limit of 8, and it's exactly 4,000 points as well, as you can see in the background. So yeah, before we get started though, I also want to just go through which artifacts that you want to go for. Just to make things convenient for myself, I just start out with the Heresy grinder, so I can get the giant glove ASAP. And so you don't have to avoid the event tiles, so you can just go for them right away. You also want to start with the regeneration mask and aim for the shelters basically, so you can get at least 100, 120%, maybe 140% skill regen and HP there. It's mainly for the skill regen, so you can just be capped on that. The reason you're going above 100 is of course if you get the trials, that will take it down by 20 each time. Other than that, you need to have at least a sandwich, but the gnome panopticon would be optimal, so you can go without the healer. And then you're kind of set for that. Then we need damage, of course. I would say at least 2, maybe between 2 and 3 berserker helmets, depending on how lucky you are. No, berserker masks, sorry. Yeah, that's the ones. And then you also want to have a cloak. I just like to have a cloak. It's just safer that way. The one that gives you 50% shield. Because you are going to also want to have a cursed, scorched stigma together with those berserker masks. Either 1 or 2 of those, or if you get the trial, and then you can only have 1 of them, and then you get down to exactly 50%, which is optimal. It's a little bit scary, that stuff, if you have 2 scored stigmas and then you get the trial as well. You get down to 80%, you lose 80%. But yeah, and then after that, let's see, how many artifacts is that now? Right, that's 6 of them. So you have 2 more slots now. For those 2, I like to have a elemental one. So, it could be the helmets or the dark one. The one that gives 150%. So you obviously want to upgrade it through the events as well. And that leaves us with one where I usually go for either ranged or melee damage for that last slot. That's pretty much the go-to there. So yeah, I mean, we have everything on the screen here, so you can just see what the aim is to go for. You can call those 2 last slots for free for all, but I just figured might as well just go for it to make it even more crazy. I have also one run where I didn't even go for the cloak. I just got another berserker mask, so I figured why not. The berserker mask does give you 20% times 2 if you go down to 50% defense. So that would obviously be 120% defense, right? So that kind of acts as a little protection in itself. Anyways, let's get going. So I'm actually gonna watch the run with you now and just comment on it, so you can see the trials there. You can just pause it if you want to see what it is. This is the basic team. So I ordered it in order of what's it called, efficiency basically. The basic one was the least interesting to me, definitely. You can see the equipment here, of course. There's sharpshooters all the way, and then a minotaur on the leader. So the thing here is that, let's see, yeah. So the problem with basic that I felt is that you don't really have that damage as other teams provide. Like I said, I'm only going for mono teams, by the way. So you are maybe it's better to go with a mixed team or something like that. But I just figured just to get all the stats, and obviously we're running with that elemental helmets or artifact too. So it just made sense to go for a mono, and I just wanted to do it for the challenge in itself too, to just see, But obviously you can skip that thing and not bring Rue or Garam or whatever, and just make a little mix too. Maybe there's something better, I don't know, but I haven't tried that. I just went in with the mono teams just to compare them. I believe I would maybe be a better leader, but her weapon skill doesn't do that much damage. It's nice for control though, because it's a wide cone. But it doesn't really have that oomph, So, and I figured Future Knight does the most damage among those. So it just made sense to have that as a number 1. We obviously didn't find anything interesting in this shop. And I just went for the elite tiles and everything, so we can just see the damage and the potential. So let's just have a look here now. Okay, that failed. Right. So you saw there, I lost something already. It was Kanna, I believe. So yeah, I'm gonna do some. Or did I try again? Let's see here. Oh no, yeah, I actually put Idol as a leader, so then we can actually see what happens here. Here we go. Damage. Ooh. That was a really bad weapon skill though. She kind of missed everyone, but it was enough at least to survive. So there we go. That's also what you can do in a normal run, by the way, if you actually use two basic units. You know, like I usually go with Future Knight and then Idle Hour, and then I swap them when it's like these big battles where there's like a lot of enemies to just control them. Okay, now we have a question mark. There we go. Nothing interesting here. And time for the boss. Let's see what boss is it. It's the Harvester, right? It's a dark one. So this is actually interesting. Obviously, keep in mind that the boss is... we're weak to this boss now, or the elemental disadvantage, but it still works, I think. But it's mainly because of all the insane artifacts and everything. And yeah, there we lost Kanna from the book, but it's still going. And there's the Harvester, just time to take that book down, there we go. Nice. So yeah, that's the first one. We're gonna look at the artifacts in just a moment. It's similar for all of the runs, so because I was obviously aiming for what I said earlier. You might not get it perfect, but it's close to, so... See here, if we get past this, yeah. So here you can see Berserker Mask 120%, and then you have the Giant Club, of course, the two masks. I also had a Gata knife there, as you can see, and yeah, Gnome Panopticon and the Elemental thing. So yeah, that was my last run, by the way, so I just took the knife now. Usually I bring the mask, the Reader mask. Here's Fire Team anyways. I believe Fire is like the second worst, if you can say that. Like, Fire and Light was pretty even, I would say. Light is nice because of the insane single target damage, but obviously I have a lot of stuff going on here, and there's like not any weapon skill that's like amazing. Obviously things die here super fast because it's like easy one. Let's just see here. So yeah, Lina leader, of course, with that huge weapon skill. It just feels like it's a bit more dramatic than maybe the actual damage output is, though, because you have this huge weapon skill and everything, you know. But like you're gonna see later what I mean when you're seeing the actual best teams that I've, you know, tested. Damage is obviously good, but once again we are having this really crazy setup going on here. So there is also another setup that I saw someone else posted on one of the Discords. So I'm gonna bring that up to screen after this video is done, just as another option. I saw there I skipped the Scourge Stigma because we already have one, and I believe I have a trial too, so I want to go overboard with that, and boom. Scary Tower in there. Yeah, we lost we lost our Clara there. So what I do now, let's see what I do actually. I think I put everything up there just to go for that tower. Maybe I should put Plitvice down where Lucy was, though, to like run across. I think that's how it works, but it worked this time at least, so there we go. Okay, we had that laser just burn Plitvice a little bit there, but it still went down, so all good. And this was recorded from my phone, by the way, if you wonder what's up with the aspect ratio. And yeah, now we have the... oh no, 3 towers. I was like, oh no. But I think these are pretty... I think they just die super quickly, so... but yeah. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And time for the boss. Okie dokie. Right. That's some Earth boss, of course, so we were lucky there, we had the advantage. But you can see, the boss is not really melting as we thought, you know. Like, sure, it died, but, you know, it wasn't like it just got deleted. So... yeah, I'm not a super fan of this team. I wouldn't suggest it, you know, over any of the other teams. Definitely not. There's basically 3 teams that are in the top, I would say. Where one team is just ridiculous. Okay, here we go again, by the way. You can see here 220% VSR there and HP. Obviously VSR is capped to 100, but yeah, it's overkill, but I just had a lot of shelter tiles here, so... And grabbing the mask and let's go for the next run. Here we go. And that is with the light team. So that's MK leader. Yeah, before anyone says, the chain is not 100% for all these teams, but it doesn't really matter because you're kinda not gonna chain anyways. So, and also for this team it's a little bit weaker. My Lapice weapon is not MLB, neither is my Eleanor weapon, but I mean, the job still gets done. And there's a lot of damage in this one, of course. If you wanna do this one for whatever reason, and if you have all these heroes, I would maybe go a little bit more tanky on Lapice. I just went full DPS mode with her. She's obviously the one that's gonna run in there, so I just figured. She's gonna die on the boss. Just going Lulleh there, kinda like Kanna. But yeah, you can see the damage is obviously super high. I think we have an elite tile coming up, so let's have a look at that. Yeah, there it is. There's the trials, by the way, right? So you see here, not too bad. Oh, I didn't go for elite tile. Well, that was disappointing by myself. I don't know why I didn't do that. I guess I just wanted... Oh, right, yeah, I wanted to remove a Curse Stigma, because I had 2 on me at this time. Yeah, that's the reason. Anyways, going, and boom. If anyone would expect higher DPS numbers, is because the fight was so short, so they don't even have time to rack up all that damage, because it's very split between everyone in the team. That's why they're still obviously doing insane amounts of damage. But so I wouldn't base this whole test only on those numbers. It's more the execution in itself. I was actually looking at the timer up there to see how long time did I clear things in. So yeah, that's a much better measurement. And here comes the boss, and we have Lapice there. She's dead. Just going in there. Might have got an aggro from that knight, and yeah, there we go. 78, by the way. That's 12 seconds. And yeah, that was a success indeed. And now it's time for checking the artifacts again. There we go. Obviously, Giant Club. We have the upgraded thing. We have 1 Stigma. And 140% on that one, right? So yeah, you see, it's pretty much the same stuff here. I didn't only have 1 Berserker Mask here, by the way. I didn't want to spend all that time here, so I guess the damage potential is higher with this team, but still, it's not only about pure numbers, it's also how the damage is delivered, if that makes sense, and this is more single target, I guess. For example, if there would be a big invader enemy, that would probably melt really fast because of the single target damage. Here's a dark team anyways, the 3rd best, I would say. Reason I am not 100% a fan of this is because it's melee. So if you're relying on this, if you need to sacrifice some units, maybe you don't have all the stats, or maybe not the right artifacts or whatever, you don't really have that many options though. Let's say you get stuck on something that has a range immunity shield, for example, and you don't run with those things, you're kind of stuck. Or actually, that was a bad argument, because obviously you're using the benefit. However, if you have a lot of melee focused artifacts, you lose a lot from going range, where range has a lot more options. That's basically it, and yeah. But it's obviously a lot of fun to play with this team. Beth leader, definitely the best. I did try Lupina as well for control, but it was not the same. Beth was just crazy damage as a leader. So now we lost Arabelle there. She's also a little bit more squishy. Obviously we're not having a tank, so it's all about just killing everything as fast as possible. What you could obviously do in a team like this is to go with Ogma actually instead of Arabelle, for example. You still have the artifact that gives a lot of dark damage. So, and I think she's safe now. Yeah, there we go. That was a close one. Saw the 8 good blink there. But yeah, team survived. Also worth noting for this team, by the way, that I felt was a bit sad, is that I have 3 trials that gives minus, is it 40% skill damage? So that's a lot of skill damage lost there, which is unfortunate. We got another mask there, that's nice. So I think the damage potential is higher, because you could, this, a lot of damage comes from Beth's weapon skill. It does a lot of damage, but it was kind of hard nerfed there in a way, so I don't know why I did this, I was just curious. But yeah, so that was a bit unfortunate. And I'll put them like that, yeah. Alright. So that was too bad. I did like 3 runs with the Dark team actually. I just tried to get like a good one, but then I got bored, so I just went with this one. It was like the best one, so obviously that's like a tank here. They are pretty tough, but yeah. I mean, it's solid. Definitely a solid team. But there are some even crazier ones. Let's see now. I also tried with Lilith leader, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just have a quick look here. I see the artifact there, and what the percentage? That's 120, right? So I tried with Lilith leader too. Then you actually can get the full chain, but it's like you could miss the whole thing if she fires it in the wrong angle or whatever. So I just figured Beth is just much nicer. Okay, here's a little book there. I'm gonna get rid of it over there, I think. Or I think I didn't care actually. This is with water anyways. That's with Bianca lead. Really, really strong, because her weapon skill is like, you see the cooldown of that thing. With all these stacked VSR, it's really, really good actually. Obviously Garam would maybe be the first thing that comes to mind, but I really enjoyed having Bianca lead actually, because yeah, she just spams her weapon skills really. It's really, really nice. So let's see what we do here. I'm not sure I'm actually going to remove that little book though, because I might have a scored stigma on me. I can't remember exactly what I had on the run, but yeah. But this is the second best team, I would say, for sure. Like, it's my go-to if Earth is banned. You probably figure out by now Earth is going to be the best one, but there we go. Yeah, didn't want to risk losing that stigma. We have so much damage anyway, so it doesn't matter to have that little book. So let's see here. There comes the weapon skill, and boom, it's over. So yeah, Bianca definitely is more controlled than Garam, if that's what you want. I think that's pretty good in here. So right, time for the boss. Let's see what we have. Oh yeah, there's a Minotaur. Here is the gear as well. Yeah, I didn't show that earlier, but I mean it's the same stuff. I don't know why I went with a double Ice Queen ring actually. I was actually lazy, so I was just swapping between those two leaders and trying them, and I forgot to change it. Obviously there should be a sharpshooter on Garam, but well, I don't think that matters too much here. And there we go. And boom, bye. Yep. That is a solid one. So, that brings us to the last one. But first we're gonna look at the artifacts, of course. And there we go, we have an upgraded helmet, Panopticon. Only one Berserker mask, by the way, so I guess there's still some more damage to get here. 120% there. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, I don't think I had even the trial here, so that's why I went with the double stigmas there. Anyways, here comes the last one. This is with the Earth team. That's I tried Bari, by the way. It was not as good as Tinia. So yeah, bye Bari. Tinia just gave the quickest clear times. So this was definitely the team to go, and obviously we will descend in blue there. Let's see what we have here. Okay, nice. So yeah, I also tried Kamael leader versus Mayreel. Overall, Kamael is definitely the best one. Mayreel do have a nice weapon skill too. The problem is that Garam obviously goes through everything. If you're unlucky, obviously Garam could be stupid and fire it like downwards or something, but you know, it's just really, really strong. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, I'm just gonna brute force through all these battle tiles. Boom. Once again, the DPS is not super high here because it's split and they die so quickly, so everyone gets to do like one attack or something, then everything is dead. Let's see here. I think this is the one where I don't even have a cloak, by the way, because I just got some Berserker masks, I figured. If you have 3 Berserker masks, it's better to not have a 4th one, but rather go for the what's it called, ranged damage thing, 100%. By the way. Okay, that was fast. It's like you look away and it's already done. Oh yeah. Oh, and that was in the elite one. It just felt like a normal one. But yeah, this team is just disgusting. Yeah, don't even get the weapon skill. Rue just taking all the glory there. Peaking on 106k. Alright, I think that's one more tile then, and then we're at boss. Oh wow, is this 20 minutes already? Yeah. Well, I'm sorry guys, but yeah, really was kinda long. I'm gonna timestamp everything by the way, so don't worry. Here comes the boss. And this is crazy. That even feels like an elite tile or something. And look at that DPS. I know I said before we shouldn't look at the numbers, but still, it's pretty noteworthy, like how big that spike was. It's just crazy. And obviously the clear time was really low too. That's obviously the most important thing. And yeah, it's just stupid. So yeah, that's 3 Berserker Masks by the way. And yeah, all the good stuff. So yeah, thanks for that. Let's just have a look at that other setup that I was talking about. And yeah. And here it is. It's on the Garden Tales Guides Discord, by the way, by Kyle here. And yeah, it looks pretty solid to me. I haven't personally tried it because I obviously have all the stats, so I found it more enjoyable to do what I do here. But I think this is definitely solid. So I believe the idea here is to obviously go with the Lightning Hammer instead, and then just turtle it. Let's see what it says here. Game plan, get the Lightning Hammer, special artifacts. Yup, regen masks. Okay, yeah, so you stack a bunch of those regen masks and Berserker masks. Okay. Trials take, yeah, okay, so you want that to proc the Berserker masks. You store artifact support, right. Repeat for 1, right, that makes sense. That's also something you can do with my tactic, by the way. But it's a bit scary actually to get it that early on. So, because like if you get one early on, then you might want to get one later, and then you have a Scourge Stigma, and then you don't find like a way to cleanse it. And yeah, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave this here so you can read it. Actually, I would say this is something you would consider if you don't have all these crazy stats. You can actually go for the brute force tactic. I think this is definitely solid too. But yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna talk more now. It's been 22 minutes already. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. So. See you next time. Bye.